I work in the Open Source Technology Center at Microsoft in Redmond. My job is actually pretty simple. I'm here to make open source software run better on Windows. So rather than work on, say, some Microsoft product, I'm actually helping open source projects develop better code and get their software running really great. Microsoft's perspective, I think, is that we love open source software. Open source software development is a development methodology where people provide source code to their software. So, from my perspective, we're working very hard to try and get more open source software running on Windows and encourage others to do the same. The why is a pretty simple one, right? The more software we deliver on Windows, the more benefit that our users get. And the more software that runs on Windows, the more attractive it is as a development platform as well. So I mean, from everybody's perspective, it's a win-win. So how we're actually contributing is in a wide variety of ways. We can look at the product groups where they develop open source projects related to their own product, or we can look at the way that the Open Source Technology Center works, where we engage with individual open source projects like PHP and Apache and others in order to help them get their software running better on Windows. We also do work with the Samba project in order to improve interoperability between Windows and non-Windows platforms. And I think that we've actually changed the DNA of the company so that all project groups and whatnot are starting to look at how they can interact with open source communities. Well, that happens in a variety of ways. We look for the projects we work with tend to be things that we hope will have a big impact on the Windows platform or other with other Microsoft products. As an individual developer, you can either look to get involved with one of the projects that we're actually helping out with or assisting with, or you can, if it's something that you think that we're interested in, you can actually contact us via the Open Source Technology Center at Microsoft and get involved. The CoApp project is actually about helping all open source developers find not only a way to get their product running on Windows, but a distribution channel as well. And so if you're writing an open source project or writing an open source software, we can help you get that distributed onto more desktops and whatnot in the future. If you are trying to get something that's written on another platform running on Windows, we can also help with that. CoApp right now, we're in the process of actually building the tools in order to help build packages and get software ported. So about springtime, we'll be able to actually help people actually start publishing their software in this method. So you can actually start at our project webpage, which is at coapp.org, coapp.org.